with someone of the opposite sex, then you know it can be tough sometimes to come up with design elements that you both like.
Designer extraordinaire Howard Eason is here with some do's and some don'ts for color, accessories, and patterns. Nice to see you, Howard.
Always nice to see you guys.
So we can incorporate masculine and feminine touches into our homes, whether we live alone or with someone, right?
Yeah, absolutely. As a designer, I always run into this. So it's always the female perspective and the male perspective.
Right.
But then it's also the masculine and the feminine, because one can have either or. So what I want to do is talk about how it started, right?
Okay.
So if you look at these first colors.
Do's and don'ts.
Yeah, so the don't is, so when we were growing up, you know, it's always blue represented boys, pink represented girls, right?
Okay.
So when you're painting your baby rooms, I want you to be cognizant of that because it can transcend into your adult life, right? So the perfect compromise to that would be the color green, okay? All right, so this is just starting out as a child so that there's no sides to it, okay?
Because, yeah, the girl may not like pink. I don't like pink.
Right. I know a lot of females who don't particularly like pink, okay? So, and as we grow as adults, right, what we want to do is compromise. And the perfect compromise in color would be going with neutrals. And the two perfect neutrals are gray and beige.
Ooh,
sounds kind of boring, but it is a compromise because they are very fluid, meaning that you can choose any color to go with.
And you can dress it up however you want.
It's very versatile, exactly.
How would you accessorize with those neutrals?
So with accessories, the don't is that most people think that just bringing in a bouquet of flowers will make it feminine, right? I mean, and it does add a nice floral touch, a nice spring touch. However, I would challenge you to use a different vessel for it, right? So maybe we just take these out, and the do is just to use something that's a little bit
more
darker,
creative,
a little bit more whimsical, and then put those same flowers in there, and you see that it gives both a masculine and a feminine touch to it, right?
Life, kind of,
Yeah, so any man or any female will be pleased with this look.
Okay.
I would also advise using geometry too, because this gives a little sparkle, but also geometry. We men love geometry, right? So just simple and clean.
Yes.
So just go with something like that.
All right, so then what do we have next here?
Furniture. So, you know, okay, they always say that the men like comfort, right? And that's true. Everybody likes comfort in their design, right? So you can just sit back, watch a game. And then women like the visual, right? They like, it doesn't necessarily have to be functional, but beautiful, right? So I have two examples here, right? So for this first one here just shows a basic leather sofa, right? That a male would probably choose,
I
right?
own that sofa. My husband chose it. No, I'm serious. That looks just like a sofa in my house.
Yeah.
And Randall picked it up.
And I'm sure it gets good use. But if you have multiple space, right, it's okay to do this. But if you're combining into one space where you both can share, then you want to do something different. And this shows the feminine version as well, because it's beautiful. It's not really high in the back, so it's not going to be comfortable for your back. So my solution is to go with something in between.
Okay, so not either or, because that would have been my choice, the one with the buttons on the back.
But it's not
for everybody.
It's not practical, it's not functional. You can't do it every day. Right? So that my solution would be to go with something just simple and clean line. You still get the high back, you still get comfort, you get the streamlined arms, so it doesn't intrude into the room like the leather sofa did. You know, it had those fluffy arms. And then you go with the drama in your accents. So notice that we're bringing in color with this chair. We're mixing wood and fabric together. So it actually adds a little bit more drama in the room. And that's where you'll get the drama.
Okay, Howard, we're running out of time, but can you quickly tell us about this last one?
Okay, so for the masculine feminine here is that what you don't want to do is just go with a solid pillow and just throw it on your sofa.
Don't go solid.
So let's turn it over. So let's look at this. If you mix that with pattern, the one in the middle is almost tribal, and then you have the chevron pattern. It adds a lot more emphasis and a lot more drama. Second one is don't always go floral with your fabrics.
Instead,
mix it. So you notice how all of these go together. So we're doing geometry again to meet the male standard, and then whimsical to go with the female. So we're going soft and hard together.
Howard, thank you so much. They're all beautiful.
Thank you very much. All right.